Toronto, defender Eriq Zavaleta said Toronto FC needed 3 points on the night, no matter how it happened, whether it was pretty, whether it was ugly. It turned out to be pretty with unheralded Ryan Telfer, after a man-of-the-match performance, delivering a delightful dagger in the 87th minute Friday to give the struggling MLS champions a much-needed 2-1 win over Orlando City SC. Brazilian fullback Auro beat Orlando defender Mohamed El-Munir in the corner and sent a long cross over 7 defenders and the Orlando goal that Telfer volleyed home with his left foot. Goalkeeper Joe Bendit got his right hand to it but could not keep it out. Telfer hardly cracked a smile after his first goal in his 4th MLS start. To be honest, it hasn't sunk in as yet, the soft-spoken 24-year-old from Mississauga, ONT, by way of Trinidad and Tobago, said of his goal, "I guess when I get time to go home and see this all back on TV, it'll probably hit me then," he added. Asked if he might start running around celebrating then, Telfer laughed and said, "Probably." Born in Canada, to parents from Trinidad, Telfer grew up in Chaguanas in central Trinidad but regularly visited family here. He moved to Canada when he was 17 for school. 2 years ago, he was scoring goals for York University. The crowd of 28,009 on a cool night at BMO Field had more to cheer about as the clock wound down with a squirrel dashing on the field and kept venturing into the Orlando goal. Toronto, 3-6-1, came into the game on back-to-back losses to New England and Seattle, the third time this season it has suffered consecutive defeats in league play. With 6 losses on the season, TFC has already exceeded the number it suffered all last season when it led the league with a 9th of May 20 record. The victory was badly needed, we gutted out a win, said Toronto coach Greg Vanney. Aside from that, it wasn't a tactical beauty. It wasn't perfect by any stretch. Captain Michael Bradley stopped short of declaring normal TFC service had resumed. "I'm not ready to make any giant sweeping conclusions after one game," he said. While acknowledging it was another step in the right direction, we are also pretty honest with ourselves to know there's plenty of things that need to continue to get better. We have a good team. "We've just got to keep ourselves going," he added. "It's been a crazy start to the year, full of ups and downs and everything in between. We've just got to keep a good strong mentality." Jay Chapman gave Toronto a 1-0 lead in the 63rd minute, only to have Christian Higuita tie it up in the 73rd after a goal by TFC substitute Tosaint Ricketts was ruled offside. Toronto, which has endured a rash of injuries and grueling CONCACAF Champions League schedule, looked more solid than of late but lacked teeth up front with star strikers Sebastian Giovinco, suspended, and Josie Altidore, foot both out. While still missing injured players, Toronto got enough defenders back for Bradley to return to his normal holding midfield role. Zavaleta and Chris Mavinga returned to the starting lineup, flanked by Gregory van der Wiel and Auro in a back four. Still, with Ashton Morgan nursing a tight hamstring, van der Wiel had to switch from the right to the left side. Midfielder Marky Delgado also was not 100%, opening a spot for Telfer, who was a thorn in Orlando's side with his probing runs down the left. Nico Hassler, quad, Justin Morrow, calf, Drew Moore, quad, and Nick Hagland, hamstring, were also unavailable. Chapman opened the scoring by knocking the ball in after Ricketts, on a pass from Victor Vasquez, hit the post. The play started after a Bendit goal kick went straight to a Toronto player. Ricketts had entered the game 3 minutes earlier, replacing the ineffective Jordan Hamilton. Higuita beat Alex Bono from with a hard-dipping shot from just outside the penalty box after Toronto failed to clear the ball cleanly. Orlando City, 6-4-1, saw a franchise record 6-game win streak end Sunday in a 2-1 home loss to league-leading Atlanta United. It was Orlando's first defeat since March 17. I was pleased with the organization, pleased with the level of work. I thought we were defensively very sound tonight, said Orlando coach Jason Kreis. Really unfortunate that we give away a goal late to lose what I thought was an earned 1 point. Bendik made his 78th career MLS start for Orlando to pass Canadian forward Sal Lauren, now with Turkey's Besiktas, for the most in club history. The visitors were without suspended midfielder Yoshimar Mariotin and star striker Dom Dwyer, lower body injury. With 6 goals in 7 games, Dwyer is tied for third in league scoring. Orlando is now 1-7-1 all-time against Toronto and has never won at BMO Field. Follow @NeilDavidson on Twitter.